Here at Van Gear, we're doing a new conversion on the legacy Caddy. We love the Caddy at Van Gear. Love its simplicity and the fact it's got a handbrake. So we're going to go back into the back in a minute and I'm going to show you the conversion. But one of the features of the conversion on this short wheelbase Caddy are the windows. So obviously, normally there's an issue with windows in the short wheelbase Caddy, but we've developed our own window system especially for it. And so one of the requirements that I laid down was that it had some windows, because when I'm in the mountains, I like to see them. So obviously on the short wheelbase Caddy, there's no window surrounds. So we've developed our own window system especially for the short wheelbase Caddy. So these are safari windows. So they actually open out like that, and then they've got blinds on the inside. So they've got one on the other side, which I'll show you, and you can have cross ventilation. There's also a venting section here, so you can have it still a little bit open like your windows at home. We've got one there. So we've got our window deflectors at the front here, so you just wind the windows down to allow ventilation. And then there's one opposite, it's the same thing, same safari window, and then you have a mosquito net at the top for when it's hot, and then blackout blinds if you want. Obviously the windows provide a view out and make the van more airy. So this is our conversion. So we've got a north-south bed here, which pulls out to form a double bed, and then we've got our Caddy Pod. So the basis of the Caddy Pod is the ability to cook inside and outside, and I'll show you that in a minute. But also, one thing that we wanted to do is to keep the bed as low as possible, because I'm quite tall, and obviously I want to be able to sit inside without my head squishing into the ceiling. So we've done our best to keep this as low as possible over the wheel arch. Then underneath we've got our storage. So you've got storage here for your bedding at the rear here. I demonstrate the pull-out section in a second. So you've got room at the front here for a big kit bag, so you push that in there. And then at the front here we've got our cooler. So we've got a 15-litre cooler just strapped just in there, or strap just to keep it in place. Obviously that could be plugged into the electrics. So at the rear here we've got 12-volt socket there, reading light, CO2 alarm. Got some unwind section so you can just hang some stuff at night time and etc. We've got two LED lights which work off the leisure battery, which is in the void under here. So then we've got a master switch for the lights here, so it turns off all the lights, a battery indicator, and another 12-volt socket that you can use for the fridge there. So, the Caddy Pod. So we've got the table leg that moves around there, and this articulates to where you want it. So then we've got the ability to, when it's raining, which it does do sometimes in England, we've got the ability to cook inside. So we've got access there to some of your equipment. A little storage bin there And then we've got our stove and a sink. So you've got a sink here with a cordless tap. And then we've got the sort of camping type stove there. But what makes this pod unique is the fact that it can pull out as well. So when it's raining or when the weather's bad, you can cook inside. Or in the evening, you can brush your teeth there. And then there's a couple of drawers that enable you to pull the whole unit out. So here you've got access to your storage, a couple of water bottles, and then you can cook outside when the weather's good. So at the rear we've got curtains, and then obviously on the front two windows we've got blinds. And then one little addition that we've done, which little improvement I think, is when Volkswagen designed this, they forgot to put a catch on the rear door from the inside. So we've fitted a little catch, enables you to open the door in the mornings. So the van gear compact bed. So obviously in a short wheelbase Caddy, first thing you do when you pull up campsite is to move the front seats forward. So then you've got the ability for single or double. So I'm 6'2", and this section works fine for me, but we've actually also got an additional leaf at the front here, which is of course why you need to pull the seats forward. So you can extend the bed with a little bit of your cushion area here. So to make the bed into a double, I've got a couple of wing nuts here, and then you just pull out these sections and they go into these slots. So same with this one. Pull out these sections. We've then got an additional mattress there. Also, if you want, you can just wind the seat backs forward a little bit. One advantage is there's a little area to get your feet out of bed inside within the van here.